People often ask us what types of cases do you deal with in the international injury team at Stewart's, and the answer in broad terms is that we're representing individuals who have been involved in life-changing incidents in an international context, usually people from the UK who are travelling overseas, be that for holiday or business, but also individuals who might be temporarily visiting the UK and then they return home to the country where they live. And we also have a number of other subspecialities. And Julian, you could probably give a flavour of the types of cases that we've dealt with over the years.
Well, to give a few examples, we've represented a number of clients with spinal cord injuries following snowmobile accidents or quad bike accidents. We've dealt with lots of clients who've had road traffic accidents, unfortunately, sometimes sustaining brain injury, for instance. I could think of claims involving filming accidents where we've had clients who've had limb loss or very serious orthopaedic injuries. I can even recall one case where we had a client with life-threatening internal injuries following an elephant goring on a safari. So there's a whole wide range of scenarios in which people come to us for help, but a common theme is usually that they've sustained a life-changing injury, or sadly, it's a bereaved family member coming to us after a fatal incident.
You only get one opportunity to bring a claim for damages to secure the financial outcome and security that our clients need for the rest of their lives and to achieve justice following an international injury. And so it's really important that you can put your trust in the right legal team. Some clients won't always do that from the outset, and they might be looking for a second opinion.
To use a medical analogy, Chris, I mean, you wouldn't stick with your GP if you needed complex heart surgery. And likewise, if you had a complex medical situation, it's quite common to actually go and get a second opinion. So what I would say is, if you're in this sort of scenario and even questioning whether your legal team have the right experience, then it's worth taking that second opinion.
Yeah, and we meet people all the time that have come to us looking for that second opinion, and we will work with them to see what their priorities are, what sort of strategy they want to be following in their case, and then to provide our preliminary views on what we can do for them, the difference that we can make to their case. And we will do that without charge, to assist them in making a decision as to whether they want to switch lawyers and get new representation and move their case across to Stewart's.
There are lots of firms who specialise in personal injury claims, and there are quite a few who also specialise in international claims. But Stewart's really is the only firm that has an entire team exclusively dedicated to working for people with life-changing injuries in an international context.
So in an international injury case, one of the very first questions that we will ever be asked is, where can I bring my claim? And that's a concept known as jurisdiction. So that means the courts that have the authority, that have the ability to deal with a client's claim following an international injury. And that's a complex question that we will always have to consider on a case-by-case basis. It depends on various different factors, including where the incident occurred, but also the parties to the dispute will determine which courts have the jurisdiction to deal with the claim. We're unique in our approach. Each of our lawyers only has 10 to 15 cases at any one time, and that enables us to really get to know our clients, to get to know what their concerns are, to properly understand the issues in their cases, which can be very complex, particularly in international cases. And we can leave no stone unturned in the approach that we take to working towards achieving the very best outcomes for our clients. And Julian can speak to the data in that respect as well.
I think our track record does make us stand apart. Over the last 3 years, we've recovered over £100 million for our aviation and international injury clients. And that's an average of over £3 million per client. And I really doubt there's any other firm in Europe who could claim anything like that sort of track record.